Ever wondered what secrets the FBI's vault holds? From Hollywood icons to unsolved mysteries, these declassified files reveal shocking truths and bizarre investigations. Spies, scandals, and conspiracies, they've seen it all. Stay tuned with us because we're diving into the most captivating FBI files ever uncovered. Welcome back to Epic Explorer with another knowledge-packed video. Number 1. The Lady and the FBI. Why did Whitney Houston have an FBI file? Her dramatic life drew government attention. While tabloids focused on her struggles with drugs, money, and rocky relationships, the FBI zeroed in on people around her, like a stalker who tried to blackmail her for $250,000. Surprising, right? How did one of the most beloved singers end up on their radar? Number 2. The troubled journey of John Denver, the wholesome face of country music, seemed like everyone's favorite road trip companion. But behind the scenes, the FBI kept a close watch over his life. He built up a 33-page file. Why? For his youthful anti-war protests, some drug use, and the stalkers and death threats he faced as a celebrity. They even stepped in to deal with tabloid drama. Denver's life was more complicated than his songs let on. Number 3. The heiress and the FBI. Anna Nicole Smith made headlines for marrying a much older oil tycoon who died shortly after their wedding. When she inherited most of his fortune, his son, E. Pierce Marshall, was furious. Their bitter court battle escalated into accusations that Smith tried to have him killed, prompting an FBI investigation. In the end, there wasn't enough evidence to charge her. Ironically, both Smith and Marshall died within a year of each other in 2006 and 2007. Even the ultimate bombshell found herself on the FBI's watch list. Number 4. Did the government prefer blondes? Marilyn Monroe's tragic death has fueled endless conspiracy theories, but the FBI's real interest was in her romantic life. One of her lovers, playwright Arthur Miller, was suspected of communist ties. With Monroe's fame and influence, the FBI kept tabs on her, sparking speculation that they might have had a hand in her death. Monroe wasn't the only Hollywood legend tangled in FBI files though. We have more interesting files down the line in our video. Please subscribe our channel for more informative videos in future. Number 5. Spies, Communists, and Lucille Ball. Lucille Ball, America's favorite funny lady, had a quirky claim. She once said her tooth fillings picked up spy transmissions, but the FBI focused on her past political ties. In the 1930s, Ball was briefly associated with the Communist Party, leading to repeated FBI interviews. Though she denied any lasting connections and avoided the blacklists of the 1950s, her file still swelled to 156 pages. For other stars, the FBI's scrutiny wasn't as forgiving. Number 6. The silent rebel, Charlie Chaplin wasn't just a silent film star, he was a bold political voice. Known for mocking Hitler in The Great Dictator, Chaplin also stirred controversy as an outspoken activist. Suspected of being a communist sympathizer, he caught the eye of J. Edgar Hoover, who made life tough for the British actor in the US. Hoover famously blocked Chaplin's return to the US in 1952, prompting Chaplin and his wife to settle in Switzerland for good. Number 7. Capote's counterpunch. Truman Capote was no stranger to controversy or the FBI's attention. The Breakfast at Tiffany's author, a vocal left-wing activist and Fidel Castro supporter, also made a powerful enemy, J. Edgar Hoover. Capote spread rumors about Hoover's private life, which didn't sit well with the FBI chief. Result? A 200-page FBI file, proving that sometimes it's not what you do, but who you provoke. Number 8. Rock's hidden story. Rock Hudson was Hollywood's golden boy, a heartthrob of the 1960s. But behind the scenes, the FBI had other ideas. As a closeted gay man, Hudson became the subject of a heavily redacted 34-page FBI file that still raises questions. What did the FBI want with him? Hudson later became one of the first major celebrities to bring attention to AIDS, leaving a lasting legacy beyond the screen. Number 9. Jackie Robinson. Breaking barriers. Jackie Robinson didn't just break baseball's color barrier, he shattered expectations by standing up for civil rights. His activism including support for a Harlem facility linked to a suspected communist group, put him on the FBI's radar. Robinson's courage off the field cemented his place in history and made him a target for government scrutiny. Number 10. The Yankees' scandalous boss, George Steinbrenner, was a legendary Yankees owner, but his financial antics earned him infamy. After illegally donating to Nixon's campaign, Steinbrenner paid a fine, lobbied for a pardon, and ended up with a thick FBI file. From shady deals to baseball triumphs, his name became synonymous with both success and scandal. Number 11. Steve Jobs. The candidate who crashed. Steve Jobs, the genius behind Apple, caught the FBI's eye in 1991 when President George H.W. Bush considered him for the Export Council. A routine background check revealed some not-so-routine details. Jobs had experimented with LSD as a teen and spoke highly of it. On top of that, many called him a manipulator and a serial liar. Those revelations likely ended his shot at the position. Number 12. Helen Keller, the revolutionary voice. Helen Keller is remembered as the deaf-blind child who learned to communicate, but her story didn't stop there. Once she found her voice, she used it loudly. A passionate feminist, socialist, and co-founder of the ACLU, Keller opposed President Wilson and made waves in politics. Her activism earned her a 45-page FBI file, which she would likely wear as a badge of honor. Number 13. Al Capone, the big man under surveillance. No gangster is more infamous than Al Capone. The FBI tracked him through 36 files, though it wasn't mob activity or smuggling that took him down. Instead, Capone's empire crumbled because he didn't pay his taxes. Ironically, the taxman succeeded where law enforcement legends like Eliot Ness never officially worked for the FBI. Number 14. Thurgood Marshall, the good judge with a plan. Thurgood Marshall's rise from civil rights lawyer to the first black Supreme Court justice was legendary and strategic. As a key figure in the NAACP, Marshall knew he was being watched. So in a shrewd move, he cooperated with J. Edgar Hoover and the FBI to shield his organization from communist accusations. Number 15. Abe Fortas. The bad judge who fell hard, Abe Fortas seemed like Lyndon Johnson's golden boy when he joined the Supreme Court in 1965. But whispers of corruption followed him, and when Johnson tried to make him Chief Justice after just 3 years, the heat intensified. FBI investigations revealed threats and allegations of misconduct. The pressure was too much. Fortas withdrew from the nomination and eventually resigned from the court altogether. Number 16. The mystery of Amelia Earhart. When Amelia Earhart vanished during her daring attempt to be the first woman to fly across the Atlantic, most assumed it was a tragic accident, likely bad weather or mechanical failure. But that didn't stop Americans from flooding the FBI with letters begging for an investigation. While no official case was opened, Earhart's 1937 disappearance remains a file full of public pleas, not clues. Number 17. The Hindenburg's last flight, the Hindenburg disaster, where the iconic Zeppelin burst into flames and killed 35 people, is remembered as a tragic accident. But at the time, the FBI wasn't so sure. They suspected sabotage and zeroed in on Joseph Spar, an acrobat aboard the airship who survived with minor injuries. Though Spar was an anti-Nazi activist, the FBI found no proof he or anyone else was behind the disaster. Number 18. The Challenger explosion. When the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded, killing all its astronauts, Cold War paranoia fueled fears of Soviet sabotage. The FBI launched an investigation, pouring over 100 pages of reports. In the end, much like with the Hindenburg, they found no evidence of foul play, just a tragic failure in America's space race. Number 19. Hollywood meets the FBI. Why would the FBI care about a 1951 noir film? Because the movie I Was a Communist for the FBI told the real story of a spy working for the Bureau during the Second Red Scare. The FBI wanted to ensure their portrayal was accurate and no secrets were spilled. It seems even Hollywood thrillers needed government approval. Number 20. A letter for a critic. Why was film critic Gene Siskel in the FBI's files? Not for panning Silence of the Lambs, but because he got a congratulatory letter from FBI Director William Sessions for winning the Golden Plate Award. Siskel's one-page file likely gave him a scare before he opened it, proving even harmless gestures can come with unexpected drama. Thanks for watching. I hope you like out today's video. Please consider subscribing our channel for more epic stuff. Please do share with others so they can access the knowledge.